So hello, my name's Marguerite Rausch.
My name's John Schweizer. I am on the board for the Children's Museum of Southeastern Connecticut, and I have been the past president.
Hi, I'm Pandy Wohler. I'm a member of the board, and I have been a member for probably about 5 or 6 years now.
Hi, I'm John Burkhart. I'm chair of the board and became involved approximately 2 to 3 years ago.
I started the museum a little over 9 years ago. I joined also Niantic Main Street, and they had a opening for a handy person to build exhibits for children.
I was first made aware of the museum probably about 20 years ago when I used to bring my youngest daughter and my nieces when we vacationed in Old Lyme for years and years. And so I was very aware of the museum, and the kids loved it. And then when we moved to Niantic full-time, I was asked to join the board by a current board member. And I was appointed as a candidate for the board 3 years ago by then Commanding Officer Whitescarver, who Captain Whitescarver was the CEO of Subbase. I'm the librarian at Subbase New London. And having had a lot of experience with children in various settings as a school librarian and a public librarian, I think he figured I'd be a pretty good candidate and bring more to the Children's Museum. Little did he know that my now 22-year-old son and I were frequent users back in the day when he was a young one.
I became involved when John Schweizer was chair and recruited me to join. And I was interested because of the fond memories that I had with my children using the museum when they were little.
Museum is very important to me and my wife, my family. Our kids came here when they were younger. When I first started, I saw a lot of children when I was building exhibits just having the time of their lives and learning at the same time. And it really made a huge impact on learning and what the museum can do to help children learn early.
The museum is important to me because I have always had a passion for education, and I love seeing the children learn through play here. I've stayed involved because it's been a great way to work with the community, and there's a wonderful group of staff and board members here. And another very selfish reason is we have a young grandson, and now I bring him to the museum and continue to explore that passion.
The museum was important to me initially in the development of my child because at that time, well, he was an only child, and so I wanted to make sure he would know how to share his space, be around others frequently. And in addition to that, I was very into the educational aspects that the Children's Museum offered, in particular, learning as play. But I feel like he gained so much more. I think that's what brings you in the door initially, but then through the various activities, through encounters with the staff and other users, a child learns empathy, and as well as how to share, how to think of others. I used to witness that there used to be a pediatrician's office, which was his favorite place to go. He would go and cuddle the babies and sit in a rocking chair, and he enjoyed that so much. He was a little rough, but he thought he was being very gentle, and that was a wonderful lesson in empathy that really couldn't have been achieved any other way.
I'm interested and involved in the museum because of the fond memories I have of my children using the museum when they were young. They learned so much, they had so much fun, and of course there were those great birthday parties.
Since we moved here, my husband and I have been so impressed with how generous the community is down here and how they've embraced the museum. And I would ask that you continue to support the museum as best you can in these unprecedented times. It is a little difficult to ask for donations, but we're asking to keep the doors open and to keep the kids coming in.
This is the toughest year we've ever had. We were just on the cusp of breaking through major exhibits, getting funding to really improve the museum better and better. unfortunately, when COVID came through, everything stopped. We feel it's a tough situation we're in now, as every museum and every library around. And I think Holly Cheeseman, our executive director, stated over the past couple of weeks after we reopened, we had 600 people come in. Last year, the same time frame, we had 6,000. So this gala is very important for us, and I hope that everybody can help.
So I guess from my heart, I ask you, I give my time gladly, and I ask you to also give of yourself to help us keep this wonderful institution growing for our children in this area. Thank you so much for your time.